Hello, my lovely peaches. It is Sunday, September 8th, 2019 at 3:14 p.m. and I'm about to start making some video series about free will, manipulation, or alignment with source. And I thought it would be nice for me to do a little quick intro about who am I? Who are my teachers, my guides, my influences? Um, what teachers, guides, sources of information have impacted me and influenced me and brought me to this place of knowledge? And who do I think I am to give this information out, to ask for people's support, to suggest that my thoughts or ideas have value that could add to other people's lives, and that gives me confidence to believe that the things that are coming to me and through me are actually positive, value-added benefits that others can actually bring into your life to have positive impacts that will increase your ability and willingness to love yourself and others, and to be joyful, to feel good and happy, to love your body, and to be healthy and wealthy. Okay. Do a little shaky booty dance. Okay, just to get your attention. All right, so this is going to be something I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is basically just to list all of the teachers I can think of in a moment, to name and recognize and acknowledge who has impacted me. So one of the first books I ever read was by Csikszentmihalyi. He wrote Flow, and it's a very long, complicated name, but that book, Flow, which is about creativity and basically happiness, his understanding of what true happiness is when you're in this state of flow, which is actually a powerful state of creation where we become so engrossed and involved in what we are doing that we lose sense of time, space, we lose all self-consciousness, not self-awareness, but self-consciousness, like insecurities and feelings of lack, and you just become so involved in what you're doing that time and space go by quickly, and you just are flowing. And that the more you can do activities that bring you into that state of flow, the more happiness you will have in your life. So Csikszentmihalyi, he wrote many books about the topic of flow, but it was the first one of his that really impacted me. Malcolm Gladwell, who wrote Blink, that was a book that really impacted me. He also wrote many others. Pema Chodron is a Buddhist teacher, a Buddhist nun. She is the founder and head nun of the Gampo Abbey Monastery in Nova Scotia. Her teacher, who was Chogyam Trungpa, he also is an amazing teacher. Thich Nhat Hanh, who is a Buddhist monk who was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize by Martin Luther King Jr. He's an amazing teacher. I actually got to see him in real life. Jack Kornfield, Annie Lamott, Bruce Lipton, Greg Braden, Joe Dispenza. Those are epigenetics, the new biology teachers who teach about basically it's our thoughts, our perceptions that affect our cells and the manifestation of health and wellness, or of ill health and illness. Oh, what is her name? Who wrote that book? Who changed my life? Wait, let me find it. Oh, I remember Dr. Randine Lewis, who wrote The Infertility Cure. That set me on a path that took 20 years of infertility problems and healed me completely. I am now the most healthy regular I've ever been in that way. I am 45 years old, I will admit, and I am healthier and more free-flowing and more on cycle than I ever had been before, thanks in large part to her book. Let's see, David Friedman, the author of of The Thought Exchange. The Thought Exchange, which is a process that he teaches how we can exchange thoughts. We can exchange thoughts that don't serve us for thoughts that do serve us, and the whole process of how... Oops. My son just spilled some San Pellegrino. Okay, so David Friedman, The Thought Exchange, who wrote this whole book. There's also a movie on Amazon which he talks about the thought exchange. So David Friedman, The Thought Exchange, he talks about how so-called positive thoughts can trigger a lot of negative feelings in us, and how we can work on a process of exchanging thoughts that don't serve us for thoughts that do serve us. Then Mike Dooley, he's the author of Thoughts Become Things, as well as many other books. Abraham Hicks, Esther and Jerry Hicks, The Law of Attraction, and aligning with Source, and reaching for the better feeling. She is an amazing, powerful teacher. Recently, Veronica Isles and Amanda Create Your Future, Teal Swan, Ralph Smart. These are people who I absolutely love. Matthew Hussey, Mark Evan Katz, Rory Ray. Some of these are love coaches. Melanie Beckler with Angels, Messages from Angels. Illuminating Joy. Oh, what's her name? Amy Westmoreland. Alan Watts is an incredible teacher. The Dalai Lama. There are so many teachers from so many different genres. Doctors that I listen to and learn from. Joseph Campbell. Joseph Campbell is a different one, but Dr. Campbell, wait, what is his? Dr. Colin Campbell. I have my plant-based nutrition certification from his class that I took from E. Cornell. And Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, who teaches about plant-based health through eating plants, oil-free plants. And Dr. John McDougall, who I absolutely love. I follow him as well. So Joseph Alai, A-L-A-I, is someone I'm going to talk about his videos in the free will, manipulation, or aligning with source videos I'm about to start to make. Neville Goddard.
Can I have my toast now?
Any dance move. Take a break for a dance move. Alright, this is like real life because I got kids and stuff. So I'm just continuing to list as many teachers and influencers that I can think of at this moment to put out into this video to give you some idea of who impacts me and in my thoughts. So let's see, this is already almost 10 minutes long. Oh yes, Dream Guru Dr. Robert Moss is incredibly important. I need to mention him. Okay, so I actually have a document on my blog with a list of links, and there's a bunch of different teachers and people on there that I have listened to as well. I'm going to just name them off. Emily with Bite Size Vegan, Jean Bauer, James Aspie, these are vegans, John Stewart, Mike the Vegan, Richard Watts at Vegan Sidekick, Rip Esselstyn, who is Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn's son, and he has Engine 2 Diet, Books and Food, School of Vegan, that's SKOOL, Vegan Street, PETA, Dr. Sofia Panida Ocho. She is from Meet Your Future, MEAT. Let's see. I have on this list doctors. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. I have his website. Dr. Garth Davis of the Proteinaholic. Dr. John McDougall. Dr. Michael Clapper, KLAPER. Dr. Michael Greger. Dr. Melanie Joy. Dr. Michael Greger is with Nutrition Facts. Dr. Melanie Joy coined the term carnism and wrote a book, Beyond Carnism. Dr. Neil Bernard with the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Dr. Pamela Popper. Dr. T. Colin Campbell for the Center for Nutrition Studies. Arnold Schwarzenegger is now vegan. There's Jeff Morgan with Guilt Free TV on YouTube. Tori Washington, the Badass Vegan, Dom Thompson. Let's see if there's any other. There's plant-based movies. Cowspiracy, Earthlings, Eating You Alive, Food Choices, Big Change, Forks Over Knives, Plant Eat, Plant Pure Nation, Speciesism. I have What the Health by Kip Anderson. There's a list of vegan documentaries on here that you can watch. Ann Esselstyn and her recipes. That's Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn's wife. Chef AJ, Brand New Vegan. Let's see what else I have. So there's a bunch of links on here. David Friedman, The Thought Exchange. Jack Cornfield, Kyle Cease, Malcolm Gladwell, Mahalyi, Csikszentmihalyi Mahalyi is listed on here. Pema Chodron, Ralph Smart, Ruth Chang, Teal Swan, Thich Nhat Hanh, Vanessa Van Edwards, she's with the Science of People, she does body language. Evan Mark Katz, Matthew Hussey. I thought I had Matt Boggs and Adam LaDolce on here as well. Let me see if there's anybody else on this list that I did not mention. Okay, so that's hardly an exhaustive, all-encompassing list, but that's basically just a touch of the different teachers that I have been studying, learning. There are so many others. Lynn McTaggart, she had the Intention Experiment book. Louise Hay is amazing. Mary Morrissey is amazing. Catherine Woodward Thomas with Conscious Uncoupling, she is fantastic. So really the list goes on and on and on. I have been studying about these things for so many years. And this is just to sort of give you an overall summary of who are all the different teachers, the vegan teachers, the Buddhist teachers, love coaches, Mark Rosenfeld and Jason Silver. They are amazing as well. There are so many amazing teachers that I love. And, you know, somebody once said to me, oh, you found somebody else to follow now? And I said, you know, no, I found more amazing teachers to learn from, to grow from, and to allow myself to expand my willingness and ability to love myself and others. Ramana Maharshi says there are no others, you know, and that's really what these talks about is everyone you pushed out. What does that mean? Am I manipulating somebody's free will by allowing myself to have thoughts of them that may not be showing up in my physical world as evidence and may actually be completely contrary to what someone is telling me that they want? And yet I'm going to align with these thoughts that will influence their behavior. Am I manipulating them? Am I controlling their free will? Is there such a thing as free will? What do I think about all of those things? So those are a huge amount of teachers that have influenced and impacted me. And I am going to make some videos talking about free will. Everyone is you pushed out, Neville Goddard idea. And oh, what's that guy? Napoleon Hill is another person. So join me if you are interested in these kinds of things, the law of attraction. Oh, Monique Head is an amazing teacher. She's on YouTube. So this is a huge mix of, you know, biologists, geneticists, quantum physics teachers. Or what was that guy's name? Niels Bohr. You know, there's so many subjects that are going into all of my ideas. Love coaching, like I said, I am a love architect and a love gardener. And what that means is I create a blueprint, a design. What does love mean? And then I garden that and nurture that out into my life. And that is what I'm working on. And that, Clayton Olson and Jack Butler, they are two amazing YouTube coaches. They're, you know, real life coaches as well. And Clayton Olson talked about the concept of the third entity of we, which is each relationship that we have with another is a third entity of we. So there's the me, that's me, the unique, individualized, individuated me. And then there's all of the unique, individuated yous out there. And then each person that I have a relationship with, it becomes a third entity of we that I can, like an architect, design, build, blueprint, and then as a gardener, nurture and nourish and grow. So that's it for this video, and if this is your cup of tea, then join me. And if you love my dancing, yoga, stretching, self-massage videos, but you're really intrigued or interested or inspired for this type of content, and these are the type of teachers that make sense to you, then I am giving myself the authority to put out these videos and to be supported by those who are aligned with me and my message. And I invite you to join me as I expand my willingness and ability to love myself and others, and intend to assist you in the same. Okay, peace and namaste and lovely peaches, and check me out on Patreon. Click subscribe, click like, click share, click the bell icon, and join me. Oh, and today on my walk, a black butterfly with blue edges flew in front of me and literally landed right on the ground in front of me. It was so sort of bizarre because it was a sidewalk, and it was like the butterfly just on purpose landed right in front of me, where I had to stop, and I reached down, like it almost seemed like it was like, please pick me up. And I went to see if it would let me pick it up, and it flew in front of me and flew around the little bush that was in front of me, and then, you know, went that way. But I was just like, I literally felt like it was Source itself just giving me a beautiful hello. And Abraham Hicks talks about manifesting things that, you know, we don't have any emotional, as Pema Chodron would call it shenpa, meaning like you're not hooked and attached and clinging. It's a desire that you can sort of release without fear because you have faith. And she came up with this thing of feathers, butterflies, and blue glass, and manifesting, seeing all of those things. And so it's like a little manifestation game or something. So I saw a blue butterfly, black and blue butterfly, and a feather on the ground. I saw also some orange butterflies, some white butterflies, and there was some blue glass on my walk. So I just wanted to add that little magical thing that I experienced today on my walk. And thank you so much for your support. I love it. And I will see you next time, my lovely peaches. Bye.